left to go but up.
What's going on, YouTube? Dannydecks here, and we are back with more Legends of Runeterra content. So before we get into the deck, I actually haven't been playing a whole lot. I'm really just kind of waiting for the patch. I'm excited for the patch to come out and the balance changes, and then apparently after that, a month later, they're doing like a champion rework thing. So excited to see the changes. You know, not too excited for the current game in its current form. I just don't know. I don't like the random shit. I think random stuff sucks. I stopped playing Hearthstone because it got too random. So what was it, Goblins and Gadgets or something? Is when that came out. They really ramped up the whole RNG, and from that point on, it kind of killed Hearthstone. And hopefully, you know, LoR doesn't go that path. So that's where I'm at. I have been playing Elden Ring. Elden Ring is amazing, and I recommend everybody get into Elden Ring. My one thing about Elden Ring is you can make it as hard or as easy as you want. If you want a true challenge, I don't recommend doing the full 100% exploration. I did the whole 100% exploration, and you know, the hard bosses that everyone says are hard, they weren't hard for me because I was just too strong at that point. So that's my Elden Ring, I guess, recommendation. So today we're playing something that is not original at all. We are playing Zoe Lee. I think it's important to go over Zoe Lee. It's not a deck I like facing. I actually think this deck is kind of toxic, to be quite honest with you. It's just been around forever, and nobody seems to mind. So this is a tournament staple. This deck in tournament format absolutely dominates. If minimorph is not present, it pretty much just goes unchecked. So yeah, and at the moment it really doesn't feel like minimorph is there. I haven't faced any minimorphs. I played maybe 20 to 30 games with this deck while testing and tweaking and finding the right numbers, and there was no minimorph. So yeah, that's how I felt about it. Now, the deck is very flexible. There's lots of ways you can win, but the primary win condition is Lee Sin. So, using what I think is a oversighted, broken-ass mechanic, if you give Lee Sin Overwhelm, when he's leveled up and Dragon kicks something, it will kick it into the Nexus, which will either kill it or put it in their hand, but no matter how it goes, the unit is no longer there, effectively giving Lee Sin double damage. So, due to the fact that he's in Ionia, and Ionia is the region that can stop you from literally doing anything, it makes it pretty easy to make Lee Sin just kill you. A lot of people will tell you this is a high skill cap deck, and yes, it is a skill intensive deck, but it's not all that hard. Like, let's be real here. A lot of people, like, you know, play the deck for a handful of games and you'll know what's up, as long as you have an idea. So I'll go over the strategy and how each card works and fits, and hopefully give you guys a better idea of how to play it. But I promise you, it's really not as complicated or as people would make it out to be. So, Gifts from Beyond. Basically, also, sorry, I guess, keep in mind the allocations of cards in my deck. This is what I am using and what I found work for me. Depending on what kind of player you are, what you're running into, how you like to play, you can change it. And there's so many different ways you can go with this deck. You're playing in Ionia and Targon. You have a ton of tech choices. So, that out of the way. So, Gifts from Beyond. Basically, you're using Gifts from Beyond for the purpose of Crescendum to tutor out your Eye of the Dragon. Occasionally, you will use it for Overwhelm, a stun. I guess Lifesteal is pretty rare, but you never know. Sometimes you will use it for the Lifesteal. And then, you know, occasionally you'll also use it to kill something. So, unlikely. Most of the time you're using it to get Eye of the Dragon. Zoe. Zoe is her own win condition. She can just win the game on her own. The key thing to know about Zoe is understanding when to go for the Zoe level up and when not to. It's not always, like, you don't always need to protect your Zoe, and you don't always need to go for the Zoe, so you really got to know what matchups you can and can't level up Zoe, and when Zoe's going to help you. If you do level up Zoe, she threatens to win the game. Giving all your units, you know, tons of keywords constantly is pretty busted, so that's Zoe. Eye of the Dragon, it attunes, which gives you 1 mana back. It's important to know that because when you Gift from Beyond into the Eye of the Dragon, you got to know that you're going to be able to get your 1 mana back. So it effectively costs 3 instead of the 4 for the total package. Another important thing to know, a lot of people when they play this deck and they play Eye of the Dragon, they think that they need to play the 2 cards right away and like every turn, and that's not true. It's important to identify when you need your Dragon Links. You don't want to just play inefficient for no apparent reason. If your opponent is playing a unit-heavy aggressive deck, you want Dragonlings on defense. So when your opponent has attack token, Dragonlings are good there. They can trade for free into his units, or just deter his attack. If you're playing against a slower deck, let's say Darkness, Tri-Beam, stuff like that, then you're going to want the Dragonlings on your turn, because then you can put the pressure on them and guarantee the heal. Knowing how to play the Eye of the Dragon and like when you want your Dragonlings is very important to the deck. Guiding Touch basically just heals and draws you a card, and it's a spell. So progresses Lee, cycles through your deck, and can give you a little bit more health or heal an injured unit. Nopeify, only running 1 Nopeify, you can run more. I would run more Nopeifys if I ran into more Darkness or more Pantheon. That's really the situation I prefer to have the Nopeifys for. There's lots of stuff Nopeify hits, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so a lot of our other cards that will buff our units will cover the Nopeify spot. Sorry. Yeah, so a lot of our cards that buff our units will basically overlap with Nopeify. We can just buff them with the Twin Disciplines instead of using Nopeify, for example. But this will stop Darkness, this will stop single combats and Cataclysms. Zenith Blade is also a very important one, so if you run into a lot of Pantheon, Nopeify is actually really good against that deck. Pale Cascade, buff, that draws. Pretty straightforward, cycles a card, and it gives you a buff, so this works is exactly what we're doing. Sonic Wave, so Sonic Wave is a card that some people will run 3 copies of. I tried 3 copies and quickly just dismissed it. I'm not a fan of 3 copies of Sonic Wave. While it does fit in the deck really well, and it's a good card, I just feel like it's a little clunky and very situational. So the idea is you want to use Sonic Wave, obviously, to progress Lee Sin's level, to insta-level insta-proc your Eye of the Dragon. You can use it on Dragonlings to force them to trade into something of value. Lots of applications here. It just felt like situational, that's all. So I cut it down to 2. Twin Disciplines, probably one of the best combat tricks in the game, if not the best. This is, in my top 2 with Sharp Sight. Those 2 are basically, this is premium, so run 3. 1 copy of Hush. Hush kind of is a catch-all. You can remove Hush or up Hush. It's really up to you. Yeah, there's not much to say about Hush. Hush just catches, any units, any buffs, any shenanigans. It just shuts it down for a turn, so it's really solid. 2 Priestess. Priestess draws from a small pool of cards, which I really like. There's only 2 options for 4, 5, and 6 that you can get, which means you're 50% chance to find the card you're looking for when you're looking for it. It gives you removal. Overall, just very solid. Didn't warrant a 3 of. It is a little bit slow and heavy. So just 2 seemed right. It's more of a way to look for answers. This is kind of like balanced Loping Telescope, in my opinion. So yeah. Actually, wow, geez, now that I think about this, Loping Telescope costs 1 less mana and has 1 less health, but can draw like, whatever, gross. Okay, Wounded White Flame. I'm running 2. A lot of people like to run 3. I found 3 was too heavy. We're not exactly running a faded deck, and Wounded White Flame almost feels like you want to just constantly buff it like you're playing Pantheon, and I found that you don't really do that in this deck. You use it when you can. Sometimes he gets big, yeah, but mainly he's there for anti-aggro, anti-scouts. That's about it. I'm not playing the Wounded White Flame for the purpose of, making him massive the way that Pantheon decks do. So he's just a unit that can get big and, buy us time for Lee Sin to win the game. And that's why there's only 2 in here. You can definitely run a 3rd if you like. Zenith Blade. Zenith Blade is part of our main win condition. It gives Lee Sin Overwhelm. So we're running 3 copies. You don't always have to play it on Lee. You can play it on any of your other units. It just gives them health. You can play it on your Zoe. You can play it on your White Flame. You can play it on your Eye of the Dragon. I wouldn't recommend putting on a Dragon Link, but you can play it on any of those other cards, and it's just as good. It's fine. The name of the game here, cast 8 spells, get Lee Sin, one-shot them. So whatever it takes to get there, that's what you got to do. 3 Concussive Palm. So Concussive Palm is I like Concussive Palm in this deck. I just like Concussive Palm in the current meta. You can run Will of Ionia by all means. So I think a good split, if you want to like split it up, is like 2 Wills, 2 Palms could actually be a decent option if you want to go that route. Will of Ionia is really good against Pantheon, for example. So, you know, it's up to you. Will of Ionia is also pretty decent against Attach because it'll make them have to replay 2 units and all that. So whatever you're into. I like Palm. If I ran into a ton of Pantheon, I might consider cutting some other cards and adding Wills, but at the moment, 3 Palms seems to do the trick. Deny. Deny is one of those cards that's like a must-have. If there was more Shadow Isles, I would up this to 3. If I ran into a lot of decks that were killing my shit with Vengeance and stuff like that, this is an easy 3 of. But because I'm mainly using this to stop, I guess, abilities technically and Yordle in arms, 2 is good enough. That's really how I feel about it. 3 feels clunky. There's a lot of minion, like, combat-based decks that don't really cast a lot of spells that are deniable. So the third one feels heavy sometimes. 2 felt just about right. It's mainly there to catch anything really big, obvious, like a Buried in Ice or something. But mainly it's there for Yordle and Arms in the current meta. Deny is solid. Deep Med, same idea as Deny. It's a very good, strong, powerful, amazing card that fits perfectly in the deck. Problem is, it's a little bit slow, and it can clog your hand, and you can't have your hand clogged in the current meta, or you just lose on turn 5. Yay! Lee Sin. Lee Sin's our primary win condition. The idea is level up Lee Sin, get his attack to 10. Once he's at 10 attack with Overwhelm, game over. And, you know, you obviously back him up with Deny. The thing that is important to know is you don't want to play Lee Sin unless he's leveled, or you're going to level him at burst speed. You want to make sure that your Lee is coming down safe and leveled up. He is the primary win condition of this deck. So I cannot stress enough how important it is to make sure your Lee Sin's coming down ready to go. Scattered Pod. Some people run 0, some people run 3, some people run 2. I opted to go with 1. I like the fact that it gets elusive. It lets you close out long games with an elusive body. Sometimes the game will drag out. Scattered Pod will get you there. It lets you tutor pretty much exactly what you're looking for. At slow speed, it will always get you a Zenith Blade. At fast speed, it will always get you an Answer, which would be Palms or Denies, as well as our 1 Nopeify. So the burst speed is a little bit sketch. It can get you like a whole bunch of other shit. But basically, if you're looking for an Answer, fast speed. If you're looking for a Zenith Blade to close out the game, slow speed. If you just want to roll the dice because you just want something, you can go burst. But really helps. If you eventually level up Zoe, Scattered Pod is another good way to actually get elusive on your whole board as well. So really helpful card. You can add more. I just felt like he's just a little too slow. I don't know. It's really hard to play 6 drops that do pretty much nothing when you play them. So that's where I'm at with Scattered Pod. Really like the guy. He's a big fish. So you can cut him. You can add more. It's up to you. There's lots of room in the deck to improve or change depending on how you like to play and how you want to do it. So feel free to take my list and, you know, do whatever with it. Whatever works for you. As long as the core concept stays the same. And the core concept is essentially threaten to level Zoe through a versatile array of spells. Eye of the Dragon to stall out the game. And, you know, basically make the opponent miserable. And then finish off the game with Lee Sin plus Overwhelm. In 1 cheesy OTK that they can't stop. All of these other cards are literally only there to achieve that purpose. So all we're looking to do, 8 cards, Lee Sin OTK kick. Whatever pile of cards you put together that helps you do that best, play it. And the deck is just solid. So outside of minimorph, there's really no counter to this. I don't know. A lot of people think the deck's hard to play or whatever. I don't think it's all that hard. There are a lot of decisions to make. It is a skill deck, don't get me wrong, but people are making it out to be something it really isn't. So don't be intimidated. Give it a try. It's great on ladder. Let's get into the games. Okay, Tri-Beam. Ezreal Caitlyn. This is an interesting matchup. This isn't exactly a good matchup, I don't think. Not terrible either. It's a weird one. Do I keep Deny here? I don't think I do. I think this is good enough. This should hopefully get me where I need to be. Lee Sin's always a good draw. Welcome. It's always welcome to have a Lee Sin here. Not sure if I want to play Eye of the Dragon. I suppose I could and see if I can get a thermo out of him.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Yeah, no thermo. Figures. Alright, let's slap a Zoe down. This should make him want to do something. Like, he's not going to just let me be. Oh, okay, which means I can actually get a second Eye of the Dragon for free. And I can protect my Zoe, so... It's looking pretty good. I don't know what he's going to play, but... For 3. I kind of want to draw with this, honestly. I'd rather draw, so we'll draw. And then we can activate the Eye of the Dragon if we want. I don't know if we really even want to. I mean, I guess so. Why not, right? Play this super cool star shot. This is good.
Portal me something cool.
Yeah, so he's got one of those things coming up. Now he's only got 4 mana, which means he can't kill any of my stuff if I really want to protect it. So that's good. Is this worth it? Probably not. I think the way to go here is to do this and force him to cast a spell. Okay, he didn't cast. Interesting. Do I need one of these for next turn? I don't think I do. I think I'm happy to just take that. And I'll attack with Zoe. I want to play Solari Priestess, but first I'm going to attack with Zoe. Does that break Spell Shield? It does. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. That's fine. This is going to be good, actually.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
I actually want this. So we'll do it on this, actually. Yeah, that's good. So unless he has a thermo beam, he can't kill any of my units. Which is nice. And with the written stars going to 3, that means I can get a second Lee with a pretty nice buff here. So he really wants to kill this Zoe. My Zoe's only at 5, though. It's not really a big deal. I think I will actually start with this. Grab one of these. Lee's about to level 2. And then I'll just pass. So the flock. Yep. Expected as much. So we will attempt to protect Zoe. Put Zoe at 7. 8, 9, 10 right here. So Zoe can have 10 if I want it. I don't think I play anything. I think I pass.
I thought you'd never ask.
Okay, so he wants to kill my Zoe. Means I actually can cast this now. It doesn't matter what I grab. None of them come out. Okay, perfect. And then
What is gained when we return malevolence?
I can play Pale Cascade to protect the Zoe from the
Sounds
Mystic Shot
dangerous.
that's coming.
I'm in.
Which is nice. So he's gonna go for it. We already know what he's up to. Yep, there it is. Want to tell him nah. Ah, she already saw a Pale Cascade. It doesn't matter, though, because I'll level it with the Sonic Wave. So, my Zoe is leveled. There's not a whole lot he can do about it. So I don't play Lee here, simply because I don't have the Zenith and I have a full board. So I think instead, I'm going to take the Zoe level up.
In times of crisis, an aspect descends to herald the reshaping of worlds. And get kicked.
I think taking the Zoe level up's better here.
What you doing over there?
Do I ever attack with this? No, I don't, because this card. And this seems fine. So there's some sort. He's going to go for a kill on likely Zoe, but there's no point. At this point, he should just protect his Ezreal. Yeah. And I can't really stop that either. But that's okay. I guess I should have maybe used the Solari Priestess to pull. Maybe that was the smarter play. But I honestly think it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm looking pretty solid. So if I've written in stars, I can get my last Lee. I think it's worth doing. Oh, I got a Zoe. I don't know why I didn't consider that I would get a Zoe, but that's okay. Obliterate. Ah, that's pretty good. That should deal with him. It's a tough call. I don't think I play anything. I think I just chill. Looking pretty good. I mean, we have the Zoe level up, and yes, he has leveled Ezreal, but I don't think leveling Ezreal even matters at this point. I'm going to be able to kill him with either the Sleepy Trouble Bubble.
Everything's easier behind a mask.
I don't have a Celestial. That's awkward. Alright, we'll just draw some cards. Alright, seems good to me. We can hush his Ezreal, and then, like, he wants to attack with Ezreal. I don't want to hush it quite yet. But what could I even use to kill it if I hush it? Really nothing. That's tricky. That's very tricky. I actually say okay to this. I think I'm fine with Ezreal, or with Zoe dying. I could technically just play Lee right now. Problem is, I still don't have a Zenith, so playing Lee without the Zenith feels weird. We'll just pass. We'll see what he does.
One shot, all skill.
Like, I don't think it's worth trying to kill this, since I can't. We'll just let it be.
Gotcha.
I also just let him kill that, so I do think I play Lee. Well, that's a tough call. We'll just see what he does. We'll just pass. There's no real rush here. And I could stop this with the Pale Cascade. But I don't actually mind letting it go through.
Charged.
I think what I do is I play Lee. And then on top of the Lee, I can play Zoe and give everything elusive. That's probably the way to go.
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
So now I can slap the Zoe down.
There a message from... Oh, hey, what's that?
Everything's elusive. And I can actually follow it up with a heal on this. There's my blade. Okay. Looking good. So, I mean, obviously he can still stop me. It's going to be hard, but he can do it. I believe in him. Nonetheless, we're going to start with the Zenith Blade on the Lee. And we have Deny backup for anything he's going to try to do here. Okay, so that's a tough one. The question is, does he have 2 Scorched Earths? Because if he only has 1 Scorched Earth, I mean, he might have a Thermo, right? If I deny this... Actually, if I deny this... He gets Barrier, and this I don't take any damage from Thermo. He would need Scorched Earth plus an additional card. This is a really tricky one, because I can deny a Scorched Earth, but if he has 2 Scorched Earths, then I'm in trouble. Like, he's clearly looking to Scorched Earth. I'm gonna... Oh, this is so weird. I'm gonna try this. And just hope. Second one. Okay. So he definitely has Scorched Earth, like 100%. Is there any way I can get out of this? No, there's no way. Okay, so Lee's losing his life to Scorched Earth here. I do have a second Lee for next turn. Thing is, if he Scorched Earth, he has 1 mana. I'll probably maybe... Do I have a Sonic Wave? No, there's no point. Yeah, okay, sure.
Dragon.
Paradigm shift time.
Alright, well, we just swing. So, I mean, we're back to full health. He's got 3 cards in hand. My whole board's elusive. I don't really... I'm not too worried about this. Wants to deal 8. I actually think that's fine. And what I'm going to do here is... I invoke... we need a Celestial, so we'll grab this guy, and then we'll do this. We'll just blast his whole board with this card. Cool. Seems good to me. And I mean, I have another Lee. He doesn't know I have another Lee, but I do. So I'm not really worried. He can't really attack at all. I just block with these 2. Yeah, sure. Alright, so I definitely think I slam Lee now. I don't have any way to protect him, so I guess technically I can with Pale Cascade alongside Hush. That's a little bit annoying, but okay. It's fine. I have 5 damage, 6 damage. So I technically have 6.
I am prepared.
Oh, we'll just swing in. We'll see what he does, right? He's got to be afraid of me buffing, which means he needs to block. He's not blocking with this? That seems very weird. Okay, he's drawing. The old never-ending. The never-ending gas. I will buff this. Simply because... Oh my. 5, 6, 7. Still 1 off. That's fine. Basically, I just wanted to draw, and I want to be able to pump this, so... I will Zenith Blade my Lee. This way I can activate my Eyes of the Dragon. Okay, so Caitlyn does nothing. Basically, he needs to have another Tri-Beam. But even Tri-Beam, like, I can just stop via 2 burst speed spells. Okay, so he's only got 2 in the top. That's not bad.
The pieces are all here. Their identity is right in front of me.
You'll figure it out. You always do.
I just pass. See what he does. I mean, he's at 3 health. I'm not worried about it at all. So, block. Block. Take 9. Sounds good. Yeah, I think take 9 sounds good to me. In theory, I could just palm that, though. Nah. I think I'm okay taking the 9. I want to keep my elusives alive.
Now we wait.
We'll grab a fast speed. Oh, get out of town. That's okay, I gave Lee elusive. So I'm pretty sure he's dead. There's no way he stops all of my units. Like, there's just no way. Okay, Thermos the Lee for 8. It's a tough call. I don't know what the best way to stop this would be. I don't really want to waste deny.
Patience is
I also don't want to throw away another Lee, but I guess it doesn't
Our
matter.
enemies cannot hide.
Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter if I throw away the Lee. He's pretty much dead anyways, so since he doesn't kill this unit, I don't see how he's going to kill anything. Yeah, GG, got him. That's a long one. Alright, scouts. So we need to get our Wounded White Flame, hopefully. None of these are Wounded White Flame, so we'll just drop them all. There it is. Oh, this is pretty good. Not the best, but it's good enough. This should be pretty okay against the scouts. And the scouts can't really stop Lee once we get Lee, so... This is really... Oh, there's the Lee. This is really just going to be level up Lee and then win the game. That's how this will hopefully go, as long as we can survive long enough to do so. The bird is a little concerning due to the fact that I want to play my Eye of the Dragon now. Maybe I just don't. You know what? Yeah, we'll play it. It's fine. I had to think about it for a second. So second bird. Now it depends if he has an MF, right? Like if he has MF, then that's going to be rough. Wow, I'm going to have 3 Eye of the Dragons.
Got your back.
Okay, so what he's going to have instead is a Sharp Sight. Okay, I think this is okay. I think I'm going to just go triple Eye of the Dragon right off the bat. Yeah, we'll just let that be. Oh, tough call. I actually let this through. I think he has a Sharp Sight and he's just waiting for me to do something, but I'm just not going to do anything. Instead, I will just heal all that damage back on the following turn with my Eye of the Dragons. Haha. And I can follow it up with Sonic Wave in order to get more. So I should be pretty good. Like, that's pretty nasty. Alright, we'll do it like this. Now, he can obviously protect his bird if he really wants to, but it doesn't matter to me.
Soldiers,
Cool. So we've already played 2. I don't even play Zoe, I just chill. These Eye of the Dragons are going to be obnoxious for him to deal with.
Dangerous waters.
I mean, sure. Like, attacking would be dumb, but he's going to attack anyways. Makes no sense. I mean, sure, if he wants to attack, go right ahead.
Honor guide me. Ready yourself.
Yeah, seems fine.
My duty's done.
I guess the question is, do I want to proc my Eye of the Dragon? And I guess I do. And we'll grab the Overwhelm for the Lee. Seems good. Do I actually slam Zoe? I don't think there's any reason to play Zoe right this second. If I play Lee, I can't do much. So I actually play the Zoe now.
This reality! Look how sparkly!
You're covered.
Alright, let's go this route. See if he sharp sights. There it is. Yep.
I'll stop you.
I think I'm okay with this.
So dizzy.
I'll probably just replay Zoe. Maybe I just play Lee. I don't see how he does anything to Lee, so
Force is meaningless.
we'll just play Lee.
without skill.
A pleasure to see
I mean,
you
he's
back.
gonna play his 4 Demacia this turn, I'm assuming. And, oh, Deny is good. I was gonna say I have a concussive palm, but Deny works
Soldiers,
too.
to me.
We'll just palm her. That should be pretty demoralizing. I mean, yeah, pass. It's fine with me. Yeah, so give Lee the old Overwhelm. That should level him up as well.
The dragon spirit awakens.
Nice, got him. GG. Easy. That's how it goes.
Ionia endures.
Okay, I think this is Yordle in Arms. Pretty sure it's gonna be Yordle in Arms. This is looking alright. Nice double Eye of the Dragon start. Like to see that. So 2, 3, 4. I can actually play Zoe
I bear a
and then be able to play Eye of the Dragon into gifts the following turn. So I think I'm good with that. Is he really going to discard? He's going to play Poro Cannon to stop this? I doubt that. That'd be really, really dumb. Yeah. Yeah, that would not be a smart play, opponent. It's best that you just, you know, don't do that.
over here. Come on, chase me.
Do I care about Zoe? You know what? I'm going to be healing quite a bit with Eye of the Dragon, so I'll keep Zoe alive.
Gives to those who listen. Let's do it over there.
Okay, a second Eye of the Dragon. Technically a third. So he is going for it. He's had enough.
Back it up.
Now, I could just defend my Zoe. This is probably worth it. At the very least, I'm going to force him to cast a spell on her. There it is. Mystic Shot. I honestly just keep going with it. Like, he really does not want this to happen. So we're going to make it happen. I'm going to still get the Dragon Link anyways. Does delay my Eye of the Dragon game plan a little bit, but it really annoys my opponent. Like, my opponent did not want that going down, so that's good. And he's going to attack. He's going to pull Zoe. I'm going to palm his chompers. It's a good time.
All the colors.
Yep. Sounds good to me. Are you sure about that? Probably a better play, for sure. The thing about that play, though, is I don't really care that he's doing it. that really doesn't matter. What I could do here is I could play another one.
Each hold a world.
I could play the Zoe spell and then play the Gifts from Beyond in advance.
Coral.
That's good. This is also good. They're both good. Do I care to silence? Probably not. I think getting rid of his units is better. So I will just play it
Your noodle.
and see what he does.
That cannon hurts you.
Yeah, so
You tell me.
we're gonna grab another one of these next turn. So I'm 2 mana off. I can't actually make use of it, which is stinky. That's okay.
Not all mean well.
Now I don't want to attack with Zoe. I want to protect Zoe at this point. But what I could do is actually Zenith Blade to Zoe. I think this is better. This is going to force him to have to do something. Otherwise, my Zoe will be able to actually connect with the Nexus because of the Overwhelm, and it'll give me a card which will let me trigger the Eye of the Dragon again. But realistically, like, I don't think my opponent has all that great of card draw, so if I can just get him to cast a whole bunch of spells, we're good. Okay, let's see what that's all about. Okay, so he wanted to get excited. Yep, sure. That's pretty much exactly what I'm talking about. Like, his card draw is bad. So by doing this, we're very happy to do this.
Farewell, sweet cookie cats. I'll always remember the time we spent together.
I actually swing with the Eye of the Dragon too. Is there any way he kills my Eye of the Dragon? You know what? If he does, he does. That's just another card out of his hand. And I have the third one in hand. I just need to get it. So that tells me he might actually have another Lulu, or he just has absolutely nothing. I'm assuming absolutely nothing then. So this could be Yorlin Arms right now happening. Crap, did I lose an Eye of the Dragon already? I did. So this card's a dead card. From my deck. Has to be deck. I'm going to preemptive palm. So I'm taking 10 here. And like that. This will keep her alive. So unless his last card's like Mystic Shot, he won't be able to kill it. Might be Mystic Shot. We'll see. Alright, let's see what you got. It actually is Mystic Shot. Oh my god, get out of here. Okay. But, I mean, realistically, he's got nothing. So, unless he top decks, like, a Yordle in Arms, it should be okay. Written in Stars. I actually kind of like Golden Sisters, too. Written in Stars is going to give me a Lee. What's my Lee at? My Lee will level with that. This is a tough decision. I feel like Golden Sisters might just probably guarantee me a win. So, I think I'm going to go with Golden Sisters. We'll just get another blocker.
Gives to those who listen.
And I mean, at this point, we're
With
swinging.
purpose.
We're just swinging. So, gotta hope no Yordle in Arms. That's really it. Second Yordle in Arms would be quite annoying. Question is, do I go Golden Sisters first? I probably do. Honestly. I think this is the right way to go. We're gonna get 2 bodies. One's elusive, so... I mean, he would just pull this, and then he gets through for 10. So Yordle in Arms essentially is a win. He's gonna pull that. Makes sense. Puts me at 7. I don't die here ever, so I'm fine with that. We'll just pass. Okay, so it's basically a nothing. I think I win. Like, I'm finding it hard to believe that I can possibly lose now.
I rise.
We just full swing. Threaten lethal. Sure. Any trade I get here is good with me. I just want to reduce his board state. He's still dead. 8, 10, 11. Yep. Okay, so he's going to 1. He's playing for the hopium that he hits Yordle in arms. But since I'm going to 11, I don't die to Yordle in arms, so I'm okay with that. Likely just play Solari Priestess here, though. Okay, so he's given up. That's game over. By him doing this, he basically just, like, says I lose. So, that's a big I lose play by him. He has, like, 0 chance of winning now. Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's no cards, there's no possible draws that he's going to have that's going to win. By killing off his Yordle, like his Poros, he has 0 chance of winning. This is just game over. Okay, just surrender, dude. Alright, fine. Comet's good.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Alright, we got him. Like I said, I don't really care what his hand is. At this point, there's no way he's going to win. I would be so surprised if he somehow could manage to win this, but it's really not. There's no way. The Harrowing from Loping Telescope. Oh my god, no way. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. That is so funny. Jeez, this game is brutal. That is brutal. He still doesn't win, so it's not the end of the world, but let me tell you, that is some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Holy cow. This guy hits Loping Telescope. Harrowing. What a fun and balanced card. Anyways, we kill the Lulu because we don't want his Flame Choppers to get the buff. Or any of his other stuff. That's so funny. That is so ridiculous. Absolutely insanity. Alright, well, he still can't do shit, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's so funny. Holy shit. Imagine I lost to that Harrowing. That would be just devastating.
Boom, boom. I'm ready.
That was ridiculous. That Loping Telescope, wow. Oh, wait, are you gonna pull this? It doesn't matter what you pull, dude. I have 4 heal, like, you're dead. Just give up. You've lost. Wow. That's the worst pull. That's the only viable pull, and it's still shit. Okay.
Believe or burn. Witness divinity.
Do I even block those? Guess so. We go +2 here. Yeah, that's fine.
My light.
Alright. Boom baboon. Okay, so he's still dead. He is still very much dead. Let's grab the... Okay, that works too. Got him. Yeah, oh my god, that Loping Telescope. Holy shit, that was crazy. If I lost that, I would have been so salty. Probably just uninstall on the spot. Alright, Faded. So I definitely want to keep the Lee. I don't know if I want Eye of the Dragon. Do I? I guess so until he hits. Oh, that's a weird one. This is a weird matchup because I don't have the proper tech cards. Like, this could be a very easy matchup for us. If we went, if we tried to make it an easy matchup. So, that sucks. Probably just go Zoe. Just let it be.
Never loses because Zoe makes the roses.
I mean, sure. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. Problem is, if he has Sharp Sight... Well, at least I drew that, so that's better. Sharp Sight. Yep, to be expected. I will actually kill this goat, though. Or, I will try to kill this goat, I should say.
Fair. We each hold a world within.
So I'm going to cycle my Guiding Touch here. Maybe not. He's got 2 gems. I have to. Yeah, I have to cycle it. Just because if he plays a Wounded White Flame and then gems it up, I don't want to block with my Eye of the Dragon. So that's a good draw. Yeah, so there's the Wounded White Flame. Expected.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
I'm down to pass here. I don't know if he's going to attack. He'll probably pass back. And I think that's okay. I did lose out on the deep med for the cheapness, but that's okay with me. Nice.
Come out from your shadows, demon.
So this is a toughie. If I pass, I think I can take the damage.
I'm ready to play, bop, and knock over some cups.
Yeah, so we'll cycle another Guiding Touch since he played the Yuumi. Since he played Yuumi, we will cycle a Guiding Touch. I don't think he's going to want to play Zenith Blade this turn. He'll want to play it this turn right now coming up. And I'll probably deny it, quite honestly. Oh, okay. Sure. Happy to see that. Could play Lee. I don't think it's Lee time quite yet. Could be Scattered Pod, though. Yeah, we'll go Scattered Pod fast. I really just want to have my Eye of the Dragons active on my opponent's attack turn. That way, until he gets Zenith Blade, or I guess like high rolls a Pantheon, he can't really do anything. Okay, so he's just units. He's all units. This is good news for me. So I could play Lee. Could also play Zenith. Nah, we'll go this guy. And we'll Pale Cascade him. And hopefully get an excuse to play something else. I would prefer not to just, you know, cast a spell just to cast a spell. Okay, so his Panth is leveled. Ah, Gifts from Beyond. Wonderful. Okay, and we'll pass. So this means I can just Gifts from Beyond and grab myself a stun. So I have Nopeify for his single combat. That is 2, correct? Okay, good. Yeah, so I have Nopeify for single combats, as well as the Zenith Blade that I'm kind of waiting for. A little bit worried about Pantheon. Pantheon's just like, he's just a whack card. He just comes down and he's random keywords. Random keywords are stupid. Random is stupid. I don't know. You're playing a card game, you're already drawing random cards as it is, and then just add random keywords to that. It's just not very fun. Not very fun and kind of dumb. So we'll Zenith this just so that, see what he's up to. Get another Zenith and start progressing our Eye of the Dragon. I know I don't really want it on my turn, but I can start attacking with them. Alright, Pantheon. Okay, so does he insta-win? This is the ultimate question of Pantheon. What did he get? Spell Shield, Quick Attack, Scout. It can take 10 damage. I mean, it's not that bad. That's actually pretty tame. So he got a shit Pantheon, so he's probably upset about that. Okay, cool, we'll pass. I'm happy to see a bad Pantheon. That's a very dumb attack, but alright. I mean, not really. Wait, what? Why? Oh, he's fearsome. Yeah, I mean, sure, we'll go this route. Get our opponent to play a card on the Pantheon. Okay, the old buff. That's good news. This means I can play Lee. That's good. So, I can actually just safely play Lee now.
Force is meaningless.
Since I have the Nopeify to protect. So I'll take a little bit of damage here, sure, who cares, but... So I don't care to trigger those. Get some lifesteal. Alright, looks good. Alright, so I'm likely to kick this white flame, I guess. Start with the Zenith. So we have the Nopeify and double deny. We should be okay. Question is, do I actually want to kick Pantheon instead? Because I would kill Pantheon with a kick. I don't think I can win. I don't have 20 damage. So maybe kicking the Pantheon's better. Yeah, I don't have enough. So I should probably kick the Pantheon. Could kick the Yuumi. Is kicking the Yuumi ever right? That's a tough call. I don't think so. I don't think I care about the Yuumi. I could actually just Gravitum it anyways. So I think we will kick the Pantheon. And I will keep mana open. Lee Sin's health doesn't matter. As long as he's alive, that's all that matters. So that kills his Panth. I just gotta hope he doesn't have a third Pantheon, because I'm pretty sure he already played one, right? So this will be the second Pantheon I kill.
A man. Oracle, tell me of my death.
I
Okay,
see
cool.
two figures
That works.
dancing forever in silver rain.
We do that. So this is going to stun it on his next turn, which means I'm stopping his Yuumi's level up. And I have the deny here. Oh, the Bastion. Wow. This is stinky. Alright, well, Hail Mary, hope that that last card isn't a single combat. Otherwise my Lee Sin's dead. Okay, it's not. We're good. Alright, we're gravy. No biggie. Crisis averted. Actually, it doesn't even matter. I have enough mana to Nopeify, even if that was single combat. So, we're good. Nice, okay, and we're building ourselves a nice juicy Lee Sin. So I actually play this on Lee Sin again. We will just bolster him up, and I will block with everything because I believe that I can win next turn. I'm pretty sure I got this. So, okay, so he's fishing. Not happy to see that. Hate when they fish because they usually hit what they want. Like third Pantheon. Third Pantheon would feel bad. So I'll likely just Guiding Touch my Lee and use it to block. I mean, I'm happy to do this. Sure. Okay, so I think I got this. And for safe measure, I should probably kick this Wounded White Flame. So. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is game over.
Strike firmly. Center
Yeah,
your
this is game
speed.
over. There's absolutely no way he can stop this. Unless he has a Bastion. No Bastion yet. So, 2 strike spells don't do it. Game over. Haha, my deck is cheesier. Got him. Okay, GG. Lee Sin's hardcore, man.
I thank you, dragon.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the deck and gameplay. Lee Sin is in a wonderful position at the moment. I think there's not a lot of minimorph, which is his true counter. And outside of that, like, it's just, there's not much you can do. It's just a very powerful deck, so I would recommend abusing it and playing it, especially if you're good at it and you like this playstyle. It's super solid. Please be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Stay tuned for more Legends of Runeterra content. Have yourselves a wonderful day. T.out.